Code C-Box. Ooh, nice picture. You look good, Kerps. You look great. You've never looked better, Kirby.
My best angle.
There you go.
All right. There we go. There we go.
Oh, no. All right, so can we do our phone like this? Yes.
Yeah, it's fine. I think everyone's really angry at us in the chat right now, so I don't think there's anything we can do right.
What do they say?
They're angry that we didn't start on time.
Well, I'd be angry too. They're taking time out of their lives to watch us live our best life. Can't even show up on time.
It's pretty disrespectful. All right, well, fellas, you've been at the Sphere. Give us your rave review.
Is this live?
It appears that we're live.
Live?
It appears
I think
that
we're live. I don't know.
Yeah, and Nick doesn't know. Well, here's the thing. I think I got to start off the show by just saying, of all the things that you think that I would like to be doing right now, the last thing that I think I'd like to be doing is to be on a live show after an immersive experience that I just had. What are you laughing about?
I'm not laughing.
What are you laughing about?
Continue.
At the Sphere, okay? You see this big, what is that? Do you see that back there? First and foremost, I'm trying to figure out the camera situation. But, yeah, I mean, we had a late night, driving all night, a little bit of tired. Elliot lost literally $300 in the first 10 minutes we were in the casino. I didn't even get a chance to be his wallet man. He told me to be his wallet man. Don't let him lose a bunch of money. Nick, by the way, you've never looked better. I got to tell you, you never looked better.
I can see it clearly.
If there was any question as to where you are, I would either think you're in Vegas or you're in the witness protection program.
Well, hold on.
Having said that, I'll give you a serious take. The Sphere was a 7 out of 10.
I give it a 8.9 out of 10. I thought it was
Wow.
really cool. I thought it was really cool.
Wow. I don't know if I give it that.
I'm gonna check into the chat and see if
Nick, you just got back. How are you doing?
Well, Ubers are a lot harder to find in Vegas than I anticipated. You have to walk through the casinos to back alleys to get on them. So it was a struggle, but I made it back. I made it all the way down to Caesar's Palace.
Yeah. You went to Caesar's Palace?
Yeah, and the Bellagio. I did the whole shebang.
Nice. Did you see Caesar?
I did. He was alive and well. He said San Francisco money line tonight.
Did he? That's what he said?
That's what he said.
So that's the great debate right now. I can't see the chat. I'm completely out of my element.
Yeah,
I would love to see the chat. I would love to see what they're saying. I'm sure they're saying slanderous things. Maybe they are. Maybe they aren't. Maybe they're fired up about us going live from Vegas. I know some people are saying we're not working, and that's, I mean, someone say that might be true. I just want everybody to know that I've done nothing but work. I've done nothing but work. I've been driving, editing vlogs. You've been putting up podcasts. We've been putting up Twitter videos every day. Do you know how much work it is to do a gas station review? That is what you would call stuff that lingers for days. When you're done doing a vlog and a gas station review, it takes 2 days to recover, and I'm trying to recover as we speak. Elliot?
I got yelled at this morning. I won't say by who. I would think he was a very close friend of mine. He yelled at me.
Hurt your feelings.
He did hurt my feelings on a show this morning, and that's okay. I won't mention the show. But I'll say this: I feel a little bit better now after coming out of that big circle over there. That was pretty cool. We thought it was going to be bad at least at the start because the screen was real small. It was like I was just watching a regular old movie. But then obviously it expanded into greatness. So I feel that gave me a little bit of life. It gave me a little bit of happiness because I'm not going to lie, my day started off rough. Yeah. I didn't get off to a good start today. I'm very tired, and I'm not going to complain. You're not going to hear me complain because people have it a lot worse than I do. There's people out there, editing vlogs until 3 a.m. Is that what you did?
Yeah.
So there's people like Trace out here and Nick Kirby, and there's other people that are just working their ass off, and I'm just over here in sadness. So that's where I'll be. I'll continue to be in sadness with a little bit of brightness that just came from that cool experience.
Yeah. 7 out of 10. I thought it would have been more fun just to put a bunch of lions chasing each other, eating each other alive, but instead they gave us some big long lecture about how we shouldn't destroy the earth, which is perfectly fine. I mean, it's a good message, but of all the places to put it, Seems like Vegas would be the last place you'd like to do that at. Thoughts, Nick?
It seems incredible. Yeah. What an experience. So where you guys? You guys are choppy on my end, so it's kind of hard to follow.
Okay, so we're going in and out of service.
All right. So okay. So now, if you could imagine going live every night,
It's almost like going live on the road is kind of difficult.
Yeah. It's not simple. It's not really simple. It takes what you call internet. Nick,
almost like we tried it a couple times.
Yeah. It's almost like we tried it, but we, for those that are sitting back at home that live in a comfy studio that turn on the internet every day and still have trouble with it. Imagine trying to do it in the middle of nowhere. Having said that, I would like to do one thing for the chat. Tomorrow we're going to go live tomorrow night, and I'm going to pull out a name for $300 if you send a screenshot or DM any of us. If you screenshot or DM any of us with the code CBOX on the Game Time app, I'll put your name in the hat for $300.
And we already have people who've submitted that to me personally, so I will get those names to Trace. Instead of my $25 thing, we'll put it in his $300 thing.
There you go. So we're going to do that. The other thing I'd like for you to do, I don't know what capabilities you have right now, Nick. I don't even know if you have internet. I don't know if we're live. But if you could, let me know. We want to know red or black. If you could just ask the chat, red or black, see exactly where that goes. I want to know what the consensus is. And I don't think they let you video on the floors here, but we'll see if we can't sneak it. I'll go in and I'll put $10,000. No, $100 on whatever the chat wants. If the chat wins, then I don't know. Maybe we'll super chat the money back to people somehow.
Yeah, I wanted to, before we go, I just have one quick funny story. Greg texted us this morning and Trace tweeted it. Our camera guy, superstar Jeremiah, he went to our hotel. I don't know if he's ever been in a hotel before. God love him. He got in this hotel, and we have about like 6 bags, and they're really nicely wrapped. Like they're like gift stuff. Like you send people when they get married or something. There's really nice gifts, and they're on our thing. And right next to it, right next to all these snacks and drinks, it's a little note that says, all of these are monitored by a sensor. If you touch them, you will pay. He picks them all up, he eats them and drinks them all, and is bragging about it. Tells our guy Greg, and then says, "Look at all these great snacks I found." Unfortunately, that's about $15 a pop. That's unfortunately coming out of his salary. So tough day for Jeremiah. I mean, people are talking about my 300 that I lost in about the span of a half hour, and I'm not going to blame anybody specifically. But Taylor, here's the thing. Taylor came in there. Me and Greg were on a heater on blackjack. We were doing great. Vibes were an all-time high. Taylor, our other camera guy, he came in. God love him. He came in right next to me, and I lost immediately 15 straight hands. There's a crossing guard right next to us. He is ready to call the police. He's not a real police officer because he's a crossing guard. But he is going to actually call the actual authorities. But that's it. We're going to try to win some money back tonight and go from there. But I think that anything else from Vegas? Are you guys liking Vegas?
Yeah, it is a lot different than the last time I've came here. Table minimums are too high. That's all I got. If you are a millionaire and you want to go down on the strip and play, $50 minimums, be my guest. I'm not that guy, pal. So I'm going to find myself probably in Old Vegas or where we went late last night, which was the Gold Coast. Some would say there was some degenerates in there that probably didn't need to be in there.
Probably not.
You know what the ones they look like, the scruffy old beards.
Yeah,
the ones that probably don't have a lot of money. But we had a lot of those types of guys in there last night, and we might find ourselves way back there because $10 minimums are $10 minimums.
Trying to read some of the chat right now. Do you have anything to add, Nick Kirby? How's your time in Vegas?
Are you still going to go to that basketball game?
It's going well. Hell yeah, I'm going to the basketball game. What else would you do in Vegas?
Is Sean
this is
still
the
playing
West
in?
Coast
I can
Conference
think of a couple
semifinals, baby.
So
I'm in.
Nick's going to do some serious sports talk show.
They're saying black.
Later.
They're saying black.
Looks like black.
I'm seeing a lot of black. I'm seeing not a lot of red.
It was definitely black.
You said green 00.
I always go green 00.
Yeah.
Because I've got a strategy when I do it.
Yeah.
It didn't work last night, but I'm sure it'll work great tonight.
Odds are it works once out of every 50 times.
Yeah, I need to have a new strategy. They're also all asking for Jeremiah. Jeremiah's not here.
Yeah.
Jeremiah has been wandering Las Vegas by himself as the responsible 19-year-old man that he is.
Right.
And I believe he went for a swim today. It was too cold for that. He got out of the pool.
Yeah.
He
Went to the hot tub.
Went to the hot tub, went to the strip, started filming. So you won't see Jeremiah here. In fact, we don't know where he is. We've lost communication.
We're
I'm
hopeful
sure
Jeremiah
we'll find him.
makes it back. First of all, Jeremiah, we come rolling in. I don't think Jeremiah's been out of his neighborhood in his life. That's all with love and respect. Here's the thing. Jeremiah shows up at the hotel last night, MGM Grand or MGM Park, which is like, I don't know, it's relatively nice if we're being honest, but
Yeah.
like all things in Vegas, the hotels are cheap because they want you to come in and lose $300 in 10 minutes, like somebody did last night in our room. Won't name his name, but that's what they're hoping for. The good news is though, Jeremiah walked in the hotel lobby and he goes, now, he's known we were going to Vegas the whole time. Now, you can get on Google and just punch in Vegas. It gives you some kind of semblance of a picture of what it looks like. I don't think he had any clue. Walks into the lobby last night, looks at me and goes, yo, I thought I was going to sit in my room. I didn't know it was like this. I'm like, I don't know what he thought we were doing, but
And by the way, he's done
Jeremiah.
it. He's done it for every single thing we've done. Every single event, he's like, whoa. I didn't know basketball was going to be like this.
Yeah.
I didn't know hockey was going to be like this. Whoa, fellas, we're in Vegas. But God love him. He's trying his best.
He is trying his best. If you need tickets for anything, please go to the Game Time app, download it, and type in the code CBOX. That way, when guys like Reed back home are chirping us, we can give them the scoop and show them how great of a job we're doing.
Well, hold on. I'd like to say that I'm not slandering anybody on that show. They're all doing a great job, and I love them both.
Well, I am too. I am very much saying
Well,
that.
I wanted to be the first one and the loudest one to say it. So if you wanted to be the afterthought on that message, you can go ahead and be that. But I'd like to make it clear, when we got yelled at this morning, and it made me really sad in my bed at 9 a.m. when I got back to the hotel at 5:30 a.m.
Oh, it hurt your feelings.
I wasn't in a good place. I'm not going to lie. It made me feel really bad, and it's probably going to ruin the rest of this trip. But that's okay, and we're going to power through it, and I'm just going to try to put on a brave face for everybody here.
Elliot has what you would call severe anxiety when it comes to what other people think about him, and I don't have that. So what I'm trying to do is rub that off on him a little bit, and it's not working a whole lot. So we'll see if we can't figure that out by the end of the night.
I believe the word is like empathy.
Empathy.
I've got empathy, and then
Right.
you've got like
What do I have?
angst or something like that. I don't know what kind of word I can describe you. Angst. You got angst. I've got emotion.
All right, fair enough.
Kirby, any final thoughts?
Fergie Fowler said, "Great to know you're alive."
Yes.
That was the highlight, I think, of the chat so far.
Well, we're definitely alive. We weren't alive last night. We were dead. Elliot walks in the casino, loses. I mean, you can't lose money faster. You can't lose money faster. Then on top of that, my man decides we're walking to the Bellagio. Check this out. No. This isn't slander. I totally forgot about this story until now. I'm trying to figure out how to get there. We go. Why not do it like this? So we walk into the Bellagio last night because he just wants to check it all out, right? You just want to see what everything looks like. I'm like, let's go to the Bellagio. Go to the Bellagio. He immediately, when we get inside, he goes, we gotta play a hand. I can at least say I won a hand at the Bellagio. I gotta say that we won a hand. I'm like, you already lost your stuff. You told me to be a good wallet man. Once you lose a certain amount of money, I'm supposed to take your wallet. We're not doing that. He finally convinces me. He's like, I'm gonna play one hand. I said, one hand and we're done. My man goes over there. I was thinking he was gonna pull 100 out, so he had a little bit of money tomorrow. No, he pulls out $40 with a good $10 and some odd cent service fee. So we're down 20% before we even started last night. He goes to the table.
Doesn't even sit down.
One hand,
14
stands because he wants to see her win. Have to beat him, and she flips over a 20, and we lost $50 in a matter of 10 seconds.
Yeah, I can't defend that. But we're in Vegas. This is the city of brotherly love. This is the city that never sleeps.
Yeah, this is your
This is the
nightmare
Big
right
Apple.
now.
This is the Big Apple. Look at my hair.
Yeah, that's why I knew you were going to be all worried about your hair. Will you stop touching it?
Well, I don't know
just
where
let
it's
it
going.
go. Just let it go.
All right, I'm gonna let it go.
But anyways, right there, postcard from Earth, 7.5 out of 10. Pretty cool if they had lions chasing each other, killing each other, but instead we got a big message about how we're screwing the Earth up, basically.
Yeah, I'm about to go litter. Greg, what's your score in the film?
Yeah, show Greg.
What's up, chat? I'll go 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Cool shots.
Yeah, there was some good stuff. I'm not gonna act like it wasn't decent.
Beach says Trace apologized this morning, kind of.
Yeah, I did apologize. Listen. Here's the
I feel
thing.
like
I'm well aware of how hard everybody is working back there. I'm well aware of that. I think the other thing is that this trip isn't as easy as it looks either. But at the same time, I'm not complaining. We're living a great life right now. My life doesn't seem real. The biggest news that I've gotten since I've started this trip is that the Hamilton Big Blue won the district championship, and that is the coolest thing that's happened so far. Outside of the Grand Canyon and NASCAR and Lawrence and probably the Avalanche game and the maybe the number one team in the East versus the number one team in the West. Outside of all that, I think that's where it stands.
Yeah, and Jake, hey Nick, did you hear about Joey Votto?
Did he sign with the Blue Jays?
Breaking news.
Breaking news: Joey Votto is a Blue Jay. How about
Oh,
that?
wow. That's crazy. Unbelievable.
Yeah. Now here's the thing, Nick. We need to actually get back to our hotel, and I'm the one that has the rideshare service on the phone, so I don't know what exactly our battery life is left here.
I've got 7 on mine. I'm trying to see the chat.
But anyways, anything
Can I
that
give
you
you a-
really genuinely, we hijacked this show talking a bunch of reckless nonsense. Will you please steer us in the right direction? Is there anything you would like to cover? Stone Cold Steve Austin got signed by the Patriots today.
How about this? I'll stay on with the chat if my internet isn't bad, and I'll chat with them for a bit. I want you guys to get back, but pro tip, you can't get picked up by Uber wherever you're at. You have to go to like certain locations in Vegas. That was a tough reality to find out for me.
Let me explain for you. There's a really cool thing they decided to do, Nick. They're called rideshare spots. I think they call them rideshare locations. Every single place in Vegas has one. So if you look out the window or the door or the entrance of where you're at and you look for signs and they say rideshare location, sometimes some places are so big they separate them between Uber and Lyft. Sometimes they keep them as one. But just so you know, helping you out, because I'm a very, very, very good friend, I want you to know that that's where you need to go, is the rideshare spot. That way you got these drivers, they don't have to figure out where you're at all the time. They know where you're at. See, look, they're going it. That's where they're going right now.
Trace, that would have been incredible information to know about 2 hours ago when I told you I was going to Uber back.
Well,
would have been great.
Sometimes timing's bad.
Sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. It looks
I took a big L. I took a big L.
Looks like you lost, Nick Kirby.
But I burned about 1,000 calories.
No, so for tonight when you go to that San Francisco versus Hawaii game you're going to, you'll be able to figure out where to go.
I think I'm going to try to walk there and Uber back. I think that's my game plan.
What was that comment you just put on the screen?
Oh, you want to see it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I'm not sarcastic at all. I'm a very serious sports talk show talker.
This is a very serious sports talk
By the
show.
way, look at that. Where's the eyes at? Oh, there he is.
There it is.
Nice. Look at that guy.
That's pretty sick.
Can we drive past there on the way out tomorrow?
No problem, Nick. We'll do it.
If you want to do it.
If you want to do it, yeah, Nick.
If you want to do it, Nick, all for you. All right.
Did you give me some vertical film at least?
I got everything you'd ever want, Nick. In fact, I even said, let's do it for Nick.
Thank you.
I know. Nick, in all seriousness, you're working very, very hard, and you're doing a great job. And everyone back home is doing an unbelievable job.
Yeah.
They're working very,
Can
very
I
hard.
apologize to him again? Or
Go ahead. I mean, listen, and you know what? Some people think this is a bit, not a bit. I had to talk to Elliot. I mean, what is going on behind me? I had to talk to Elliot for 25 minutes.
what is that?
I don't know. It looks like death. I had to talk for 25 minutes to Elliot this morning about how it's okay. It's okay. It'll all be okay. He was super worried about Reed and him being mad.
So if you know what, Reed and Casey, I owe you all a bunch of lunches, and that's what I'll do. I'll come home and I'll legitimately buy you everything you ever wanted because I feel tremendous guilt, and that's what will happen when you feel guilt.
That's right. All right. Last thing here. Can you give us a final answer on what color, Mr. Kirby?
It's definitely black. Black was definitely the leader of men.
All right. I'll put that on 00.
right,
And
that's not how this works.
we'll try to win some money tonight. Yeah. So let's have some.
All right.
Let's have some.
Tell
fun.
everybody that we really do appreciate them supporting us, and
Please,
if they could just maybe their grandma, maybe their alternative email, maybe I don't know, maybe they haven't signed up for the Game Time app, and they could use the code CBOX. They could send us the screenshot, and they might win $300.
Also, Nate just texted me, and Nate's a member of the chat. He sent me a screenshot of him using the code CBOX. Anybody who's watching this who sent me a code will be submitted to Trace's drawing for the 300.
Get your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your dogs, cats, whoever it needs to be. They all need tickets. You can go to the Game Time app, punch in CBOX. Takes 20 seconds to do.
All right.
All right, fellas. Well, get back safe. We're gonna rally here in a little bit, right?
Oh, I'm rallied. I'm already in the middle of a bases loaded, nobody out situation.
I'm gonna need like a Gatorade. I'm gonna need a Gatorade or some sort of electrolyte.
But you are coming back to me, correct?
Correct, Nick. All roads lead back to Nick Kirby.
So we're coming back to you, Nick.
Well, I'll see you boys.
Is that right?
I'll see you. Yep, I'll see you boys soon. I'll stay on and chat.
All right, we'll see if we can't get you maybe a table or two before you go to that Hawaii versus Fresno State game later.
It's gonna be electric, and it's gonna be electric. And I figured out how to bet here, so I'm excited.
Nice. There you go. See ya.
See ya. All right, folks. Nick Kirby here, live in the darkness. I thought it'd be a little lighter, but it's not. So. Here in Vegas, went exploring a little bit today. First time ever here in Vegas, and it's been fun. I'm not a big casino guy, so that's it's a little different. Like I like the views and the experiences, but I'm not a huge casino guy. I'd rather just waste all my money on college basketball. So I'll be doing that tonight. But Chad, if you got any questions about the trip, shoot them in. I'll hang out with you here for a minute. Hopefully internet will prevail when we get down to Goodyear and have an Airbnb every day and get set up and can do a lot more live shows. Because this is a struggle. I'm actually using my hotspot right now because we had about 7 megabytes per second on the lovely Park MGM Wi-Fi. So it's been a little bit of a struggle, but hopefully you've enjoyed the little short videos. Sometimes they take about 30 minutes to upload a minute video onto Twitter and TikTok. So hopefully you've enjoyed those. We'll have a lot more vlogs. We kind of are able to sit down and get going. Why did I not go to the Sphere? Because it was $110, man. And like, I just wanted to see the outside. I'm not doing that. I'm going to save my money. I'm going to bet it all on probably the San Francisco spread tonight. Yeah, that's why I've saw a lot. I've done when you go to the Grand Canyon, it's kind of like, do I really want to spend $110 and go to the Sphere? So I don't know. I just walked around. I saw the sights. I went to the Bellagio, if I'm saying that right. I went to Caesars. I love the sports books. Like I could probably, if I came here for like a week, I would just literally go put my butt in one of the sports books in those beautiful, comfy recliners and just sit there like, yeah, it's like $110. It's like literally for like a nature show or something. Like this isn't U2. Like this is I was like, no. So that's why I didn't go. Mark Fetters sending us $5. Mark, you are the best. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Any other questions from anyone? Someone put trees on a budget from Fergie. I'm not really sure what that means. Fergie, if you ever need like a wellness check, feel free to shoot me a text. I'll if I'm not editing a TikTok, I'll give you a wellness check on the boys. But I do know Jeremiah is safe. At least an hour ago, we did a wellness check on him. Said he's well. He was filming at the Coca-Cola building, getting us B-roll. This dude's just a grinder. What's the plan at Goodyear? So we're leaving tomorrow. The plan was to leave at a relatively decent hour. We'll see. I'm not optimistic. The Reds have a night game tomorrow. I think it's at 6:00 local time. So it's confusing as hell because we're on Mountain Time. And Taylor, was it Saturday night? Saturday night, you guys all lost an hour. We did not. So instead of being 2 hours behind, We're now 3 hours behind you. So it's really confusing. Like I'm trying to like FaceTime my kids and it's like 5 o'clock here and they're already asleep. So it's a lot of like trying to figure out, the time here versus the time there. That's the most confusing thing. But yeah, we're going to the game tomorrow night. So looking forward to that. Hopefully we get checked into the Airbnb. Hopefully the Airbnb has good internet. So keep your fingers crossed on that. The Airbnb in Denver had elite internet. So hopefully we have the same. We'll do a live show sometime after every game. Now, some of them might be super late. Again, I mean, the game doesn't start till 9 Eastern. So it might be, midnight, but that's only 9 o'clock now for us. So it's going to be very challenging when we get back home to readjust. Any other questions, folks? It's only 7:30 here. Yeah, Molly, I'm probably confusing you. I'm very confused about the time. When is the next Chatterbox Reds? Well, I mean, I have been pumping those out every day in audio. So I'm sure some of the quality has not been great because there's like you hear speed bumps in the background, but those have been everyday audio only. There was one this morning with Greg, aka Reds Daily, who's on the trip with us. So I'll record something tonight. Man, my wife's giving me crap too. So whew. This is just tough scenes, man. You wonder why we don't go live. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So I don't know. What was I saying? Taylor, you want to come on here? Like no, you don't want to come on. All right. Well, I don't know. I'm very uncomfortable doing this solo. I'm like in the dark. It feels kind of creepy. I don't know. Maybe I can like turn the camera up a little bit. I don't know. Any other questions? I think I need to get off here and FaceTime my kids. So I think that was what that message was. I'm not entirely sure. So, all right, but we'll wrap it up here. Hopefully we'll be live tomorrow. Again, we'll keep doing the little minute videos that we've been posting. I'll keep trying to get those out every day. Might not do the one for Vegas till tomorrow as we kind of wrap things up. But we'll have we'll have that. Chatterbox Reds audio only will be up in the morning. Like it's been every single day during this trip. And then we're going to pump out a whole bunch of vlogs once we get out to Arizona. So I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to seeing the old Red Legs. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right, well, I'm going to take off. Thanks everyone for joining us. Of course, Game Time app. I'm using it tonight. I'm using Game Time app to get tickets for the West Coast semis. I'm personally looking forward to that. I think the boys are going to join me in like the second half of the second game, but I'm going for both games. I'm going to enjoy the hell out of it. I'm going to have a great time. This is something you just don't get to see, like St. Mary's and Gonzaga both playing. So I'm looking forward to that. And yeah, we'll keep some more content out. All right. We'll have a great day. Everyone back in Cincinnati and beyond. I usually end the podcast with Go Reds, but in this with Go Reds.